Y'all better get your snacks and your drinks together. Go ahead and pause this video if you haven't already got your snacks and your drinks together, because this right here, this is some juicy stuff, y'all. This is some juicy stuff. The sister wives' former Utah home, the Lehi house, O-M to the G. The stuff I am finding out about these people never cease to amaze me. It really doesn't. Did you know that before Cody, Janelle, Mary, and Christine bought that Lehi house, did you know it was owned by Robyn's ex's in-laws, David Jessup's relatives? Yes. Yes. Whew. Now it is owned by their family friends that Cody has allegedly been trying to get on reality TV. Yes. All of this stuff. I'm like, do what? My face looks like Robyn's right now. So let's just go through. First, let's go through the property records, okay? Do you see the current owners of the home is Josh and Charlotte Erickson. Now, when I looked them up, the reason why I'm giving their names is because they are public people. They are very public people. We'll get to them in a minute. Do you see where Janelle and Cody and Mary bought the home from Gloria Jessup? Yeah. Shout out to Jim Crack Brainhead. I have no idea who these people are. I stumbled upon this channel. Don't even know how. But I am so happy I did. I am obsessed with these people right here. I don't even know why. Relatable to me, yes. Also, I'm like, go ahead, spill that tea. Go ahead, spill the tea. Listen to dude. Dude gonna say, they're all related. They all related. Just take a listen.
Back, folks. We are here with you today. Having a wonderful day.
Yes, we are. Jim Crack.
Jim Crack Brainchild.
Brainchild. And the brainchild's going to say, hello, Sister Wife Bands.
Sister Wives.
And would you like some tidbits on the Lehi house?
Oh,
How
we did
about
more than tidbits.
Drop some tea.
Yes, more than tidbits.
Okay, Lehi house, Utah. Okay, it was a polygamous house, they say. It was a polygamous house.
No, it was.
It was. It said, okay, and then, okay. Janelle bought it from Gloria Jessup.
Mm-hmm.
Gloria Jessup is related to David Jessup through Grandpa Joseph Lehman Jessup.
Which means...
She's related by marriage, and he's directly related.
To whom? But who's David Jessup?
David Jessup is Robyn's ex-husband.
Oh, wait a minute.
So
what?
Gloria and David had the same
great-grandfather.
Because David was a grandson.
Mm-hmm.
And Gloria was like
A daughter-in-law.
Yes, a granddaughter-in-law. Yes.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Because Joseph Lehman had another child, a guy called, they nicknamed him Rosie, and he married Ellen. And that's who Gloria's parents are.
That's right. So Gloria Jessup owned the house prior.
Then Joseph Lehman also had two other brothers. And you probably know about them because Frederick and Richard, they're kind of known because Carolyn Jessup was forced to marry him. Merle at 50, and she wrote a book, Escape Life in the War on Jess. And the other one, Frederick, had Flora Jessup, his stepfather, and he adopted grandfather, and she wrote the Book of Lies. And Flora and Carolyn are cousins, and the Jessup were in the AUB. So that meant David's parents were in the AUB. Sound familiar?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So they all knew each other, but the big thing is this Lehi house. I want to get on this Lehi house.
So David and Gloria are related. They had the same, they had, when they talk about Papa Joe, and they both visited Papa Joe. So who's to say when he married Robyn that she did not take her children over to Gloria's? Why? Gloria applied in the county deeds, applied for the Lehi house to be a daycare center.
So it was a daycare.
It was a daycare. So why wouldn't her other
her own family members
bring their children to her? Of course they did. Robyn knew full well about
who these people were.
About the Lehi house when she was trailing Cody. Because it wasn't Mary who introduced Cody to Robyn. It was Cody's sister who introduced Robyn to Cody.
Lehi house. Topic. Lehi house.
Yes. Lehi house. Topic. Lehi house.
Yeah.
So, yes, they're related. So, when Janelle bought it from Gloria, and then a couple of years later, Mary and Cody signed on because they had went through bankruptcy and had to wait till that.
They all lived there. They all lived there, but it was just under Janelle's name for 2 years.
Right. It was just under Janelle's name. So they all knew Gloria because they're in the AUB.
They're all in the same church, people.
They're in the AUB. They knew each other and all this. And then...
now, the AUB, is that the Aryan Brotherhood?
No, it's not. United Apostle, whatever.
Oh, okay.
It's a church. It's off of the
Mormons.
Mormons, yes.
I got you.
Yes. Right. And even that Grandpa Joe goes back to Joseph Smith Jessup.
Oh, the one who actually the Mormons created over.
No, he's a Jessup.
But
he's just named after him.
Oh, named after. Oh, okay. I was gonna say okay.
Joseph Smith Jessup had 3 wives, and one of the wives' kids was Joseph Lehman Jessup, Grandpa Joe to David Jessup.
Oh, right. Well, I have some very interesting hot news for you here too, folks. Oh my gosh, this just came out. This just hit our newscasters just today, and oh my God, you're gonna love to hear this. Firstly, we'd like to thank you again and hit that subscribe button because we're fairly new to this channel. And secondly, the Lehi house, folks. They all knew about it. All of them were together. It's a hot topic right now.
Yeah, and you know, Robyn took her kids there to watch.
Yeah.
You know, because she doesn't watch her kids when she left to Utah. She had to get a nanny.
How does this always get to be a Robyn bashing with you?
Because we're trying to show how they all knew each other. How it's all interwoven.
Oh, it's definitely interwoven. They all are definitely interwoven. Oh my gosh, how much interwoven can you be when Mary, Cody, Christine,
our cousins.
They're all cousins back in the day. I mean, come on, they all have share blood.
Some of them are direct cousins.
They all share blood.
Christine's a direct cousin of David.
They all share blood.
And Mary's a distant cousin to Cody.
Yep, I'm just saying, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
All right.
I mean, it's pretty
Lehi
wild.
house.
Yes.
There you go. That's the history of it.
Now, the current owners, okay, the current owners as of today are these people, the Ericksons, who run this blog site, and they also have this restoration. I don't even know what kind of alleged cult is going on over here, but I want you to take a listen. I believe this is their child speaking. They have a YouTube channel they're trying to start up with their, I have no idea, their sermons. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you something. Jesus knows. Believe in the King James Version of the Bible. I am a Christian. I am a God-fearing woman, okay? So I want to make myself crystal clear. I do not believe in any of this nonsense these people are speaking on, okay? To me, in my opinion, there's a lot of brainwashing going on, and you can tell by the way these people speak. They speak like robots, and it's very off-putting. Just take a listen.
Hello, it's Zoe Erickson with the Zarahemla Foundation. If you're watching this video, it's because you're wondering where the rest of the talks are from this year's conference. We apologize for the delay, but there are problems with the recordings for this year, and so each talk is having to be heavily edited before it can be uploaded. If things go according to plan, it should be 1 to 2 months before all of the talks are up on our YouTube channel. Now, you do have the option to have YouTube notify you when new videos are posted on this channel, or you can come back and check again at your good pleasure. Either way, we thank you for your patience. If you have video editing experience and you would like to help us, or you would like an email notification when all the talks are published.
I don't know. It's just me. I know, I'm sure it's just me. But hearing these people talk in these specific religions we talking about, like whatever these people are trying to brainwash others into believing, these people make me sad. Hearing this girl try to speak is making me sad. I mean, it really is. Now, I got another clip from a very long sermon of theirs. I don't know what was going on, okay, but I just had to get a quick clip just to give you an idea of what these people are about that currently live in Cody and Robyn's previous Lehi home. And I'm saying Cody and Robyn because Robyn knew about that Lehi house. Girl, don't play with us. We see the records. Now we want to see you try to tiptoe and dance around these facts. What? I didn't know. I didn't know Jessup owned that house. I didn't know Gloria Jessup. Girl, bye.
Of our Restoration Torah Conference. Charlotte Erickson is going to be the next speaker. I'll have her come up in just a minute. One thing I wanted to turn a little time over, though, to Maria. So she's here in front. Go ahead, Maria. Maria is our treasurer, again, as I mentioned. Yeah, just there's fine. She's also a talented musician, so. Okay.
I just wanted to mention too that my daughter Zoe, I showed her the notes I could play on the shofar and asked her to make a nice little ditty, and that so she composed that, I guess, the little song I play. So. And for anyone on the Zoom call, you can use the chat feature to put in any questions in my talk or any of them. So don't be afraid to use that. Okay. Okay, we are going to talk about Joseph Smith's new translation. It's a fascination I've had for a long time, and let's see, here we go. So after the Book of Mormon was published and the church was formally organized, the next big assignment from the Lord to Joseph Smith was to make a new translation of the Bible. In fact, it was while the Book of Mormon was being printed at E.B. Grandin's print shop that Oliver Cowdery purchased a Bible from the Grandin bookstore to use. He bought it for $3.75. It was the 1828, so the cutting edge edition of the King James version of the Bible, which is actually a different one than the LDS scriptures use, which is an older one, about 60 years older. So right there are already some differences, but just tiny ones. Joseph Smith spent about 3 years on the project, which is also far more time than he spent on the Book of Mormon. When I was trying to think of a topic to tie together the restoration of the Torah, I couldn't think of a better one than this, because the fact that the Lord commanded the prophet of our dispensation to do a new translation of the Bible bears powerful testimony of the importance of the Bible. We weren't putting it behind us and moving on, we were adding to it. And so this assignment is strong evidence to me that studying and having a proper understanding of the Bible is relevant to Latter-day Saints, separate from any of the actual changes or new revelations that came along with it. The Lord directed Joseph Smith to make a new translation is mentioned several times in the Doctrine and Covenants, and also like letters and history of the church and things. Perhaps the earliest sign in Joseph's calling that the Bible was due for a new translation was when Joseph was visited by the angel Moroni, and Moroni quoted the Bible to him, but quoted it a little differently than what Joseph Smith had in his own Bible. So that was the first sign, and it might not seem that strange to us as Latter-day Saints, because we've got the Articles of Faith. The 8th Article of Faith says we believe the Bible to be the Word of God as far as it is translated correctly. So we have it as part of us that the Bible can be improved on, I guess, by Joseph Smith's translation. But at the time, that was not really an accepted opinion. It was really, and you'll find this a lot among Christians today too, that the King James Version of the Bible is without error. It's the absolute Word of God, and to even suggest there might be improvements that could be made is a pretty, you'll make some enemies if you talk about that. So anyway, another sign that the Bible wasn't perfect that Joseph would have noted is when he was translating the Book of Mormon, it talks in several places about the plain and precious things being taken away. So he might have had a premonition that there was something he could do there. Now, the process of translating the Book of Mormon was a catalyst for events related to the restoration. So it was a short time that he was translating the Book of Mormon, but he received 13 revelations that are in our Doctrine and Covenants during that time. And so here's the chronology of the contents in the Doctrine and Covenants. So you probably can't read any of that, but you can look it up in your own scriptures. It has the year that the revelations were received. So you can find for yourself which revelations were during the translation of the Book of Mormon, and it's numbers 6 through 18. So not only was the Book of Mormon coming along, but clearly God was speaking quite freely to Joseph Smith at that time too. Not only revelations in the Doctrine and Covenants, but other items related to the restoration, such as when Joseph and Oliver went out to ask about baptism, and they were given the Aaronic priesthood, and they got baptized and stuff. That was all during the translation of the Book of Mormon. Well, similar to that, the process of making the new translation of the Bible seems to have been a catalyst for revelation related to the restoration as well. So if you look so he started translating it in June of 1830. Oh, I guess Brother Haglock let me borrow his laser here. So right here, 1830, here's July. So from right about here, all the way down this page is during the translation process of the Bible, all the way down to here. So if you actually count the sections, it's more than half of our Doctrine and Covenants was received during that 3-year period that the Bible was being translated. And I think that's amazing. And I think that this part of how meaningful this is not only all those sections, including the famous vision of the degrees of glory in section 76, which Brother Haglock talked about, which the Apostle Melvin Ballard called the climax of all wonderful revelations that have come from the Lord from the days of Father Adam until the present moment. That was one of them. And there's lots of other ones too. But a lesson we can take away from that is that maybe if we also search the Bible seeking revelation, we'll receive it as well.
What's very strange to me and doesn't add up is this lady doesn't seem like she would be the author of that blog site that we read in. Look, I'll link that video in the description below. This right here, this blog site, is allegedly written by this Charlotte Erickson woman. Look, like I said, these people are very, very public people. They are not trying to hide from nobody. I don't know why. In one breath, these polygamists will be like, oh my God, we're in hiding. We've been in hiding. And then you turn around and the next breath, they making money off a very public blog site and a reality TV show. All of which can be obtained by any and everybody worldwide. Does that make any sense to you? Like I said, people will tell you whatever they think you want to hear till they're blue in the face. That does not make it the truth. These people claiming to be living in fear. Then why are you living publicly? You don't make no sense. None of it does. Is this some big polygamous promotion? What is going on? And TLC is behind this? I'm beginning to wonder if the producers behind the scenes at this show, if they ain't polygamous too. Like, why are y'all pushing this so dang hard? Is it not cult-like to you? Because it seems that way to me. The way that young girl was talking, she wasn't no young girl. To me, in your 20s, that's young. That young lady, Zoe Erickson, the one we listened to earlier. And look at here, who is a speaker, a regular speaker at their little conferences. Their Sunday services or whatever day they have them. Their sermons, their weekly gatherings at the Lehi house. Cody's friend Nathan Diltz, who we have seen so many times and in the last season on the show Sister Wives. Everybody is intertwined and connected. Interesting to me. Y'all let me know what y'all are thinking in the comments below. Y'all know I'm on this trail now like a bloodhound. So, stay tuned. Be sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure your notification bell is highlighted to all. That way you'll get notified whenever I upload. This should be a show right here. The polygamous compound. That is the Lehi house, in my opinion. Like, what are y'all doing over in that Lehi house? And y'all allegedly scared the cops is going to show up. I don't buy that storyline now. Not more than anybody did back then when y'all was claiming, the police is outside. We got to move. Well, really? Hell, Polygamous has lived in this house from the jump. Allegedly, a polygamist built the house. Does any of this make sense? If the police wanted you, they done had you. Okay? Especially you being very public people. I'm just saying. The dramatics of this show is so real. That is reality TV, huh? Whew. Like and share this video. Y'all share this tea. Please share this tea. I really would appreciate it. I love you so much for watching. Don't forget to stay tuned because I got a lot more tea to sip on the way.